Mixed Dabs are probably going to be drinking this throughout. It's fine. Anyways, hey guys, it's Lydia here, and welcome to your Sunday stretch. So, as you might have noticed, every day this month I am posting videos, and every Sunday is our stretch day. So the first stretching routine I'm going to be doing this Sunday is just going to be a basic full body 20-minute stretch that you can do at the end of any workout. It's just really good to loosen up and stretch out all of your muscles. So I hope you're excited. Let's just dive in. Alrighty, so first I want you to start in a seal stretch. So bring your hips to the ground and arch back. Oh, you're going to feel a nice release, a little bit of pressure in your lower back. I don't want any pain here. That's a one big thing, that there's a difference between like pressure or, you know, maybe uncomfortableness and pain. So if you feel any sharp pain, come out of the stretch, or maybe go onto your elbows instead if you need to do that. But hold this stretch and arch back. Alrighty, and then push back into a child's pose, lengthening out your spine again. I want you to take nice deep breaths throughout the stretch. Alrighty, next I want you to thread the needle, so bring one arm through like this. Oh, it feels so good. You're going to feel this in your upper back, and just a twist in your back in general. Oh, it feels so good. I did a upper body workout before filming this, so my upper back's a little bit tight, so it's really nice to stretch this out. And just breathe. Relax your muscles. Alrighty, switch sides. Alrighty, come out of that. You're going to go back onto your stomach and grab onto your ankles. And if this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. But if you want it to be a bit more, I want you to push your feet to the back of the room, really opening up your chest here. And if you want to deepen the stretch even more, you can lift up your quads off of the ground. Whew, this is such a good stretch. Also a bit of like a workout for your back a bit, but a nice stretch for your chest and your shoulders. Whew. Alrighty, relax. Next, come into a pigeon. So bring one leg through and just melt over your leg. This is one I absolutely love. It's such a nice release for your glutes if you've done a leg workout the day before. So good. Just melt over your leg and relax. Alrighty, next come into a lunge, and you're going to straighten out your front leg and feel a stretch in this hamstring. Want to make sure that your back is flat here, chest is reaching towards your leg. Take nice deep breaths here. Alrighty, then lean forward again, or lean forward, and pull in your back foot, feeling the stretch in your quad, your front of your thigh, of the back leg. Also a bit of your hip flexor. Alrighty, then put your toe on the ground and you're going to lift up and go into a runner's lunge. bring both of your arms inside your leg like this. And just hold it there, feeling a nice deep stretch along this front, your hip flexor, the front of your hip. After this, we're just going to repeat that whole sequence of stretches starting with the pigeon. Alrighty, let's start with the pigeon again. Just relax into it. This has got to be one of my favorite stretches. It's just such a good one. It releases your glute tension, also can release low back tension. Alright, come up, straighten out your front leg. But yeah, pigeon pose is one of those, it's like, if I could, I would hold it for 5 minutes. It's such a nice stretch. Just relax into it and feel just the whole, like, on your glute, but also into your low back. It's such a nice stretch. Alrighty, come forward and pull in your back foot. One thing I want to emphasize on is I do not want you to go directly over your kneecap. As you can see, I'm forward, so I'm more on my thigh than on my knee. And that's what you want, because if you're directly over your kneecap, that can cause problems for your knee, and you do not want that. So make sure that you're leaning forward and you're feeling a stretch in your hip flexor, the whole front of your hip, as well as in your quad. Alrighty, put your toe down, lift up, runner's lunge here. Feel a nice deep stretch in your hip flexor. This is such a good one to do after anything that you're running. My hip flexors always get so tight, and so doing lunges, it's so nice and opens up the whole, just kind of your hips, your hip flexors, and the whole front of your legs. Alrighty, so now turn around and you're going to go onto your back, and we're going to do a little figure 4. So cross your leg over the other, relax into it. You're going to feel a stretch in this glute. So another glute stretch. Really loosen that up. And pull your leg closer to you if you need to. Alrighty, and now pull your leg straight towards you to feel a stretch in your hamstrings. My hamstrings are quite tight, so this is such a good stretch to loosen them up. You can also do little ankle circles here, loosen up those. Alrighty, and then I want you to take your leg across your body as far as it will go, or as far as your room will let it go. You can see my space is a bit tight, so I can't bring it over too far. But you're going to feel that stretch continuing in your glute. It's so, so good. So you're holding on with your opposite hand, feeling a stretch all along the side of your leg. Alrighty, gently release and repeat on the other side, starting with just your basic figure 4. Alrighty, and then go into your leg hold. Bring your leg in straight. Feel a nice stretch. And it's okay if you can only grab behind your knee. If this is where you're at and you're feeling a stretch, that's fine. The more you stretch, the more flexible you'll get, and the farther you'll be able to go down your leg. The point where you can hold on to your ankle. Alrighty, and finally, just cross the leg over your body, Feel a nice stretch in just your glute, your IT band, just kind of the whole side of your leg. Now I don't want you letting your leg fall here. You're still holding it up, so you're just feeling that stretch in your glute mainly. Alrighty, so the next stretches are going to be in a bridge, and if you don't know how to do a bridge, I would just recommend doing some other kind of back stretch like a seal or something else, because these are a little bit more advanced, but I thought it would be fun to add them in, so if you want to try a bridge for the first time, go for it. For a bridge, you're going to have your legs bent, your arms are going to go over your head like this by your ears, and we're going to push off. The first thing we're going to do is just rock back and forth. Alrighty, so this is a little bit more advanced, so if this is a bit hard, you can just hold it. Haven't done bridges in my stretching routines for a very long time, so it's fun to bring them back. Rock back and forth. Alrighty, come down really quickly, roll out your wrists. Next, we are just going to hold the bridge. So I want you pushing over as much as you can. Let's go. So what I mean is I don't want you here where you're over your legs. I want you pushing over your arms. Keep holding it. I know it's tough. Feel a nice stretch in your chest and your shoulders. And lower down. Alrighty. Whew. Working a bit of strength as well. Also just a little bit of mobility. Alrighty. So now, don't worry, we're done with bridges. Quickly just roll out your wrists. It's tough on your wrists. Alrighty, so now I want you to grab your feet like this, and you're going to feel it's kind of a stretch in your inner thighs. Also kind of a nice release for your back, because we were bent in a back bend. That's kind of nice. You can also now bring your knees in just into your chest and roll side to side. Alrighty, come on up. Next, we're just going to go into a pike. So reach over. Oh, this is so nice for my back. After it was bent, and now it can curve the other way and just feel a nice stretch. Lengthen it out again. This is also kind of a good stretch for your shoulder. I mean, obviously it's a stretch for your hamstrings, but it's just a good stretch for your shoulders, letting them kind of just reach forward. You don't have to go super low here. Alrighty, now flex your feet, and we're going to do the same stretch. You're going to feel this more in your calves. There's a lot deeper stretch in your hamstrings, and you probably won't be able to go as low as you did the first time. And if you can't reach your feet and you're up here instead, that's totally fine. As long as you're feeling that stretch in your calves, in your hamstrings, that's totally fine. Or you can slowly reach forward to the point where you can grab onto your feet and pull yourself even closer. Whatever level you're at, don't worry about trying to go super far. Alrighty, next, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Go into a little butterfly. You can either reach forward or just push down on your knees. This and pigeon are probably two of my favorite stretches. It's just such a relaxing stretch. Breathe. Alrighty, so now sit cross-legged, and we're just going to do some upper body swings, so circles. So clasp your hands together, we're going to go up and around and in front, and come up and then go to the other direction. This is such a good stretch for your upper back, your lats. Oh, it feels so, so good. Go around, one more time, come up, around. Alrighty, next, let's just do some neck rolls. Stretches like these are just so nice feeling. Let's do one more and then go the other way. You do not have to go fast here. Go nice and slow. And if you feel a spot that's tight, you can always just hold it there. Alrighty, so next, go and put your hand and sit on one of your hands and reach your head away from that arm, and you're going to feel a really good stretch along the top of your shoulder. The reason why we're sitting on our hand is because if you don't, oftentimes you can let this shoulder kind of scrunch up. We do not want that. We want to just have leave that nice open space here. So when you're sitting on your hand, it's basically making it impossible to scrunch up. So you're just getting this nice deep stretch along the whole your neck, top of your shoulder. Feels so good. Alrighty, switch sides. Feels so good. It's very important to stretch out all parts of your body, not just like the big muscle groups. Now for me, forever I was always stuck with just stretching my legs and my back, and I never really focused on like my shoulders, my neck. So it's very important that you just focus on all parts of your body. Alrighty, so now I just want you to go look down. You can sway your head side to side here, but just really feel a stretch. You can feel it like on your upper back, your neck. Just kind of just feel a stretch around there. This is the one stretch, whenever I wake up, it always feels so tight. Like my upper shoulders, my upper back, it feels so tight. So this is just one I often do when I first wake up. Alrighty, so now you're going to go into a little straddle, and I want you to just reach to the side. Now, you don't have to reach your leg. If you're up here and you're feeling a stretch, that's totally fine. But if you can, reach over till you can touch your leg. You know, maybe it's your shin, your calf, your ankle, your foot. You're going to feel such a good stretch in your obliques, your lats, all the way up your arm. Alrighty, switch sides. And I know I mentioned it before, but I really want you to take nice deep breaths. Every time you exhale, you get a little bit lower, get a little deeper into the stretch. In this, I want to make sure that you're not collapsing over your leg, you're facing towards the front, so that way you get a stretch along the side. Alrighty, so now just reach forward, feeling a stretch along your inner thighs. Is it just me, or does anyone else like work out and make like your protein shake and then drink it as you're stretching? I always do that because I'm always hungry, but then I want to stretch, and yeah. Alrighty, now reach on the inside of one of your legs. So it's just right next to your leg on the inside. You're going to feel a stretch along kind of the inner thigh of that leg. Just breathe. And like I said, if you're up here, like, it's okay if you can't quite touch the ground yet. That will come eventually in due time, but you don't have to worry about like pushing yourself super hard. So if you're up here and you're feeling a stretch, just stay there. Alrighty, now reach over your leg. So instead of reaching on the inside, you're reaching over your leg, and you're going to feel this in the back of your leg, your hamstrings. Also feeling it kind of like in the side of my lat right here. So I'm reaching over. It's a really good stretch for your upper body as well. Just breathe. Alrighty, and then we're going to do those two on the other side, starting with just reaching towards the kind of the inside of your leg. Relax your muscles. I always end up, especially when the stretch is a bit more like uncomfortable, I will end up tensing. And that just makes it way worse. Alrighty, go over your leg now. You're stretching out your hamstring. whenever you tighten up your muscles, you're just kind of like, you're not letting your muscles relax, so you're not going to feel a stretch and you're not going to get more flexible. So actively relax, and as you relax, you're going to feel like more of a stretch and more uncomfortableness, but in a way it's going to help you get more comfortable eventually. So this is just a really nice stretch, relaxing over your leg. Alrighty, come out of that, and that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I love stretching routines that I can do after a workout, and this 20-minute stretch I encourage you to do after every workout that I'm going to be posting this week, because it's full body and you can just quickly do it after each workout. Or if you wanted something a bit shorter, I do have some like 10-minute full body stretches, so you can go do those after workouts. But I just really want to encourage you to keep stretching. That's something I think can be neglected, and honestly I've been bad with recently. I forget to stretch when you're so focused on getting stronger, lifting heavier, getting more burpees or whatever, that you forget the healing side of things, the stretching, and that is just as important as any of the exercise, the workout part of it. So I encourage you every single day this week after you do a workout to come back to this stretching routine, or like I said, I have some other like 10-minute stretches on my channel. Just come back to these, and that way it only takes like 10 or 20 minutes, and it's just really, really good to stretch and loosen up your body. Or if it's a rest day like this and you just want to do nothing but like loosen up your body and get it just moving a little bit, this is a great one for that as well. But that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comments below what workout or stretch you'd like me to do next. And I will see you tomorrow for another awesome workout. I know this wasn't a workout, but tomorrow is going to be an awesome workout. Bye, guys.